Hello, welcome. Thank you for coming. My name is Kate, and if you're new here, welcome. If you're coming back, welcome back. Today, I'd like to do reading a mashup of John's dad and Karen. Seems very calm, and I love their energy. If you'd like to book a reading, link is in the bio. If you'd like to donate to Karen Reed's Defense Fund, link in the bio. And I'd like to thank one of our lovely, beautiful friends, Patty, for spreading the love. I appreciate that. I was on John's Facebook page. I don't do Facebook very much for no particular reason, but I was on his Facebook page and I noticed that there was another woman who did she posted the St. Francis prayer. I know that there's a lot of healing that needs to go on for religion and everything. I grew up so Catholic. And once I healed my my wounds, religious wounds, it was huge for me. So if the word prayer doesn't make sense or you don't resonate with it, use something else like a wish, an affirmation. It all will do the same thing. So thank you so much, Miss Patty, for the love and the support. I appreciate it. I almost feel like John's dad and Karen are going to be really gentle, and there's one harder that I need to do first. Oh, okay, let's do John's dad and Peggy the mom. This is going to be fun. Okay, I've already set sacred space and called in the quarters. I'm just going to ring that little bell to clear it. We will do John's dad and Peggy, John's mom, and we're going to do an intersection of their energy. And I don't know where we're going, so we'll see what we need to know. I feel like I should say too, in the beginning, yesterday, when I did the John's dad's energy reading, I got arranged marriage, but it didn't feel appropriate to say at the time. There were other things that were way more important. But right now, I am getting, I didn't even look if he was in the service. But you know that picture of the nurse that's like she's in her nursing outfit. It's an old black and white picture, and I'm sure it's from World War II. She's like leaning back, and a soldier's like kissing her. That's what I see here. Which usually, well, I don't know what that was like, right? It was a little bit before my time. But I'm getting more of like Mr. Right now, or I'm going to take this from the energy of John's dad. Oh, well, John's here. Okay, we're going to get started. The one thing I haven't even cut the deck. I want to take this from the energy of John's dad. And the words, and wham bam, thank you, ma'am. Like Mr. Right Now, not Mr. Forever. But, so we have jumpers, and I am going, and we also, oh boy. There are a lot of cards right here that I feel like we need. And I haven't cut them. I will start explaining it as soon as I cut them. Okay. So, oh good, here's his dad. And this is also represents Karen. This is his dad has a lot to say. We're just going to do this actually. This isn't even going to be an intersection. This is going to be an energy reading for John's dad. And I had set the intention of the mother, Peggy. So John's dad's here. This is when I cut the deck. And I feel like I already need a drink. Okay, the cards that jumped are Johnny. That's what they must have called him at home. Johnny. So for the rest of this reading, when I say Johnny, I'm going to mean little John O'Keefe. He's not little, but to his dad, he's still little. And then when I say John's dad, we'll have John's dad. Johnny's here. You know what else? Okay, this is super symbolic. Temperance is also the Archangel Michael card. It can be the Prince of this world. It's the most angelic. Temperance is also not rushing in. It's awesome. Temperance is also not rushing in. Temperance is, well, I got to study it about 2 weeks ago. Temperance is knowing information and not being reckless with it. So when you practice temperance, you're practicing patience, self-control. You're listening to that still small voice. It also is John's archetype. I'm getting choked up again. I just swallowed tears, so I don't know why, but Johnny's here. Oh boy. We have a commitment. This is a marriage. It can be a marriage. It can be companionship. It can be, well, it's a marriage on here. We also have the ultimate broken heart. Ethan used to always show us this for the triplets. I got this yesterday for John's dad in relation to his sister and Johnny. Okay, this is the ultimate broken heart. This is devastating. We also have either black magic or a woman being held against her will. When I see this in a regular reading, this is a red flag for me that there is domestic DV happening at home. Whether the person who's I'm doing the reading on or with has said it yet, this is a huge red flag for me. It also is like you don't have all the information. So before moving forward, what is being held from you? What are you not facing? But to me, there's no free will here. She can't she can't even see, even if she got her arms out. This is being held against your will, to me. We also, and here come our air signs. This is a contract, a new beginning. This is heavy. I will leave those guys right there for a second. I'm going through the cards that jumped, like before I even cut the deck. This is an offer. This offer showed itself yesterday. Oh, here's dad for real. This is Karen and John's dad. The moon are also secrets that are never going to come out, except there is an eclipse on here, and the eclipse has the sun. Okay, we have our dead little boy. Dead. This kid is already in a coffin. I mean, this is an air sign. Swords are air. Air is also your communication centers. There is a sword going to his throat, his mouth, and his chest. Perhaps he's not speaking his truth. There's also a mom in the stained glass that's holding a baby. This sword, well, his arms is divine. This is a universally known divine symbol for surrender. Well, greeting. And he's laying on a sword. This is our dead little boy. Even in a regular reading, if I was doing this, if I got these cards in a regular reading, I would have a lot of questions. But this is the death of, to me, would be like the death of an idea, the death, I could say relationship. And I know other readers read it as rest and relaxation. But yeah, something's resting and relaxing. And perhaps it's intention, motivation. Perhaps this is also one of the big five. I have five, and I'm going to make a video on it. There's a set of 5 cards that when you get it, it is very much a part of a warning sign of self-deletion. Someone's over this rodeo, and because you're speaking to their subconscious, they might not know yet that they are over it. But we don't necessarily have all those cards yet. But that's just a dead little boy. We have another 4. 4s are our foundation. 4s are, think of your home. You have 4, it's 4 pillars, 4 corners. 4s are solid. Oh, here's the sun. Sun is this Leo baby, the mystery Leo baby. It's also a fire sign. The sun's coming out. We have the Queen of Swords. The Queen of Swords is not John's mother's specific archetype for her birthday. That's Queen of Wands. Queen of Swords, though, is very symbolic of the mastermind, the puppet master, the female, who could cut your head off or shake your hand. She could also, she has the personality to me. This is all allegedly for entertainment purposes only. Please do your own research. Of a narcissistic, then a sociopath, and a psychopath. That means they have no emotions. There's no empathy, like a regular other human. Okay. We also have this night of when's Paul's birthday. I know that we have it. Let me check my list really quickly. I don't think that we have Paul's. I don't think I have Paul's birthday on here. Colin has also gotten this card. This is action. A knight is, he follows directions, and think of a knight in the Middle Ages. His sword's already pulled. He's going into battle. We have a decision stuck between a rock and a hard place. Think of the characters in this play. We're in a play. For example, in the beginning of these readings, we got that Proctor was stuck between an 8x8 cell or 8 feet under. Those were the decisions he was about to make. And I'm pretty sure there are a few of them that had the same rock and a hard place. Because of a series of decisions that you made, you're now in a position where you're stuck between 2 horrible decisions. Should he flip, or should he, and not himself. This is like a car accident or falling down a flight of stairs or straight up leaving you on a lawn. So those are the cards that we have. Okay. Now, these cards, we asked John's dad. What were we asking him? Oh, John and Peggy. You know what we don't have here? Well, here's justice. Here's the fight. Oh, okay. Okay. Here's death. This is the tower. Is that upside down, Peter? This is the tower. Here's death. Here's the chariot. And here's our party. Okay. So, okay. I'm just thinking about what story it is that's trying to come through. And I'm running out of space in the studio. Yeah. All right. So we're going to start with Johnny and his dad. And perhaps Karen too. Soul family right here. This isn't their first rodeo traveling together. Soul families come together. And everyone has their own work that they'd like to do here. And then they have a collective group, a collective thought. For example, 9/11, the 3,000, I think there were like 3,121, or those 3,000 souls had a contract that, and if this is something that upsets you, fast forward. They had a contract that they would sacrifice their meat suit to help raise the consciousness of America. America at this time in history, and empires fall and they come back, whatever. But the America right now is the fastest, freest place that you can expand as a soul. And so, for example, the 9/11 victims, pre to coming in, decided that they would be a part of helping humanity ascend, raise their consciousness. And right here we have John's dad, John O'Keefe, and Karen. Okay. Who's our son? The son of the Leo baby, the mystery Leo baby, other than Michael Morrissey. And perhaps I don't know what he's doing. So they're here together as a group, collectively. And well, here's Higgins. Higgins is part of it too. Higgins is the only other type here. Wait, death? Is it Scorpio? Scorpio. I don't remember hearing about Scorpio. I'm throwing it out there. Perhaps Higgins is in the same soul family. I've done readings on Higgins. I don't think that the picture that he painted is really what's happening. I've done readings on that. The tower is an Aries. This could be John's mother. She's the tower. Of course. Of course. And that's part of the soul contract too, is I will be a lesson for you so you can learn X, Y, and Z. Of course, she's a tower, of course. Here's Death. Death is a Scorpio, and I don't have a list with a Scorpio on it. And thank you to our friend that's been putting each individual birthday on the Facebook group. There's a lot of information here. Okay, so now that we've set the foundation, this is a soul family, a soul tribe, whatever we're calling it, who came here with a mission. Their mission, in my personal humble opinion, was to expose the darkness, bring the darkness to the light. That's why when you send love and light, the darkness can't hide in the light. When you go into a dark room and you turn on a light, there's no more darkness. That's what we're trying to do, and collectively. And they decided, we'd love to. We're the right people for this team. Oh, you know whose birthday I need? Josh Levy's. He's on here. I bet you $1 million. Well, I bet. I'm going to write that on my list. Anyone who's watching this will probably see it before I get to the thing. when is Josh Levy's birthday? Or if you can just find his horoscope sign. I'm going to put Josh Levy on here. And Auntie Bev is a July baby. So she's going to... Oh, guess what? A July baby is Leo. Josh Levy. Well. Auntie Bev. Imagine if she... I need to go rewatch that one when it was just like 2 readings ago. It was like, who's this Leo baby? That's who this is for. Auntie Bev's a Leo. Well, that helps explain a lot of things. Auntie Bev and Michael Morrissey, chubby fingers, are Leos. And strength. So the strength card is a Leo. Shocker. Why do I think that's funny? Oh. So technically, the tower is also Auntie Bev and Michael Morrissey. Yeah, that's right. Because without their bad acts, this wouldn't have become what it is now. So many, like, the light wouldn't have been shown on it. So they played the villains, and they're doing a great job. They played the villains in this play. They're probably all in the same soul family. Watch this. Because when you drop your meat suit and you're in the angelic realm or not holding your meat suit, the only thing is love. That's the universal language. This goes back to quantum physics. It's all love. And because they loved humanity so much, they've decided to play the villains. That's right in line with all the teachings that I have, or channelings, or whatever. Who's the Chariot? The Chariot is... a Cancer. It's a water sign. Okay. So this is going on forever. All right. So we have Auntie Bev and Chubby Fingers right here. Well, this is also Peggy, John's mother. And the sun is a Leo. Here's the sun. So they're bringing the 9/11 game over destruction, and then they're going to shine the light on the plant, like on what's happening. Look at all the sunshine behind her. That's so awesome. Okay, then we have the Chariots are Cancer. I know we don't have a Cancer. And the Death, is Scorpio. Scorpio is a water sign too. Yeah. Wow, I love that. This is awesome. So we're getting a bigger picture of this on a soul level, not a people level. Humans have emotions and they get caught up in little things that aren't important. Souls don't. Souls don't have emotions. So when I'm channeling and it sounds harsh, that's how it's coming through. Because there's no, like, softening it. They don't sugarcoat anything. They don't even know how to do that. And there's no interest in it. So this is going to be our water signs. These are our water signs. So that's on a soul. We just got the big picture on a soul level. So before you come here, you want to learn X, Y, and Z as the individual. So say I needed to learn compassion. Okay. But then I also wanted to help humanity by dropping my meat suit so we could expose the truth. And so we just got a high level, soul level view of this. Now we're getting the human part, the day-to-day. So there's going to be a party. I know that there's party on here. Oh, here's our party. So once they got here, all of the ducks were in a row, and they just said, let's have a party. Let's invite the rest of the family over. And we are going to pretend this is a really happy home. And we're going to coerce. I just saw something with coercion. We're going to coerce our other family over here. And we're preparing for a fight. We know there's going to be a fight here. And we're going to flat out fight. This is a real fight. This is Brian Albert kind of a fight. Oh, Brian. He needs love. That's what he needs. You can send him love, light, however it feels right for you. We're going to bring in the fighters. It is going to result in the death of a little boy who was held against his will. And there are going to be some contracts, code of silence contracts. Like, I don't know if it's written out. All I can see in my mind's eye is a security system. And this is, okay, so we have our dead boy. He was held against his will, and we're going to have a funeral for him. And things are going to be okay for a minute. But then there are going to start being contracts. We've got to cover this up. We are going to offer money, a lot of it. And that is going to put people into a impossible position. Get on the board or don't. Or end up like John. Like, you get to play or you don't. That's it. Those are the decisions that these people got to make. And we promise we'll bring you lots and lots of money. But you broke my heart. And you don't even have feelings. That was cool. That was really, really cool. I don't even know what to call it. It wasn't really his dad. Well, it was, but it was like an introduction to soul families and how it works on the back end before you get down here. Drink from the river of forgetfulness. That's how you can have so many past lives and you don't remember anything. You've heard about kids that are 3 and they know how to play piano. It's because that's what they know how to do. Or geniuses. That was cool. That was an introduction to soul families and contracts. So it's a contract with yourself and commitment to others. That was cool. So I'm going to love you guys and leave you with that. I'm almost speechless. That was really cool. And I will see you on the flip side. I do soul contracts, Akashic records, past life regressions. I do all of that. I can help you if you have an unexplained, like a phobia, drowning or something. There's probably something there. But with that, I will love you and leave you. That was happy. That was awesome. You'll probably see me again. I'd like to do another readings. I will love you and leave you, and thank you for coming. And